This is the first plane of its size to be built of composite. It's basically a special kind of plastic, and this is Boeing's hope to try to get back on top in the aviation race and beat Airbus. It has been a long road, 3 years of production delays, and so now they're showing it off to investors and employees and people like us on what they call the Dream Tour.
787 Heavy.
Watch the Dream Tour pull into town. This plane has fans. The 787 Dreamliner is Boeing's baby, and we got to tag along for a ride.
Morning.
The first things you notice: big windows, spacious overhead bins, and a high ceiling.
I'm 5'6", so my head comes right about here.
And those windows.
There's no shade, right? So how does that work? This way. It works with a button. If you want it to be darker, you push this button and watch the window itself begin to get darker.
A few other perks: custom lighting colors, an air system that doesn't feel as thin or dry. In flight, the plane is remarkably quiet, even in the cockpit. Its wings actually bend up and down, making for a smoother ride in the cabin. And a more efficient one. Boeing says this plane, made largely of plastic and carbon, uses 20% less fuel than an aluminum one. But it hasn't all been smooth flying. Dreamliners are running 3 years behind schedule, and on some planes, the composite skin is pulling near the tail. That means 2 weeks of repairs. Boeing's test pilot says he's not worried.
Our engineers work very hard at getting it right, and that's why we're possibly behind on the airplane. We want to get it right before we put it out to the public and make it available for everyone to fly.
This is the Dreamliner's biggest customer. He's buying 74 of them at roughly $200 million apiece to lease to airlines. Oh, and he's 6'3" and says comfort was a big selling point.
If the product is not attractive for the passenger, you, me, taking our family on travel or on business travel, the airplane doesn't work.
He also brought along his bankers, who, shall we say, enjoyed themselves.
What is it about this plane that makes people act like 8-year-olds?
All planes are like this. It's the magic of flying.
Well, right now, Wolf, a lot of employees from Boeing are getting the chance to come on board, tour the Dreamliner, check it out. That's not an opportunity U.S. flyers are going to have that soon. Next month, this plane is going to make its commercial debut in the U.S. in Boston. It's already flying in Asia. Japan Airlines is going to fly it from Tokyo to Boston. United has put in an order for a lot of these planes, but it's still unclear when they're going to start flying. They just say sometime in the coming year.